What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Nonpfixion. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as notification bell to stay up to date on all content going down on this channel. Appreciate you, love you. Now to the video.
Nah, this ain't nonsense, this is nonfiction. So excuse if the content is offensive, it's official. Now that we have been acquainted, this is my pleasure, my pain, your entertainment.
Check, check. Check, check. Okay, it's funny because they both say they're playing on, but okay, let me know if it's working out. I changed the device. Remember I told you yesterday that the device was not, it was showing it was not working and I had to keep doing stuff? Okay, whatever. Anyways, what I was saying was, as far as it comes to the poll, there's 4 options. The options, there's not really one for you if you've never seen the series. It's not one for if you've never seen the series, but if you have seen the series, we all know that Thrawn is a supreme strategist, and if you've heard read any of the books, know about who the character is. He's just one of those supreme strategists. He's very intelligent. He's actually very skilled hand-to-hand close quarter combat as well. But I do think in this story, for this to make sense and for it to kind of build the universe even further, because we're already out in a new place you've never been before, Thrawn has to win. He has to win. That's just really what it is. He has to win. But thank you for letting me know that, Zach at 40. It was weird. I don't know what it was, because the same thing happened yesterday during the stream. Oh, when we were recording. But it was weird because it showed that the device that I have, which is my microphone, was not selected. I'm like, but I think it's because the update I did another update that came for this, for Windows. And oh no, it's a Logitech update too. they about to give her an upgrade on her abilities. They gotta do something crazy because this last episode was kind of meh. Episode before was really good. Was good, and the episode before that was really good. So we'll see. But they're bringing back somebody. Somebody's coming, making an appearance. That's kind of what they've been doing with the Mandalore, with Boba Fett. Somebody has made an appearance that either we haven't seen in a long time or people were asking about. So, but let's see what the Sisters of Dathomir do. What the hell? Did they make her one of them? Like, exactly like her? So this is, they're doing dark magic. A sword? Kind of made her a sword. It's on fire. Okay, so this episode is called The Jedi, the Witch, and the Warlord. The Jedi, the Witch, and the Warlord. Would he be considered, Thrawn considered the Warlord, I'm assuming? Oh, 40, I don't know if you pay attention. I'm rocking the challenge accepted hat. Oh, so he's constructing a lightsaber. So, yeah, Michelle Carey, one of my YouTube moves. just playing. She's married. So he went from not really wanting one last episode to now he's building one. That's stupid. That doesn't make sense. Interesting. I didn't know Young taught Kanan too how to build a lightsaber. Pretty interesting. as challenging as it is meaningful. That's interesting, kind of like a statement. The hilt Kanan. Like, do we know that Kane is like officially dead? You know what I'm saying? We never see the body. We saw fire engulf the area, but I mean, if Darth Vader didn't die, then Kanan could have been alive. Oh, okay, that kind of makes sense. Why she was apprehensive and why she kind of fights why she fights everything. Just lurking, by the way. No worries. Appreciate the lurk. Oh yeah, Zach, if you're actually not muted, we should talk about, just like for fun, the Jay Butler hairstyle change. Just saying, just want to stop by before I go to sleep and get ready for all these cameras. Yeah, you got a lot going on for the work tomorrow. But I appreciate you for that, man. Thank you so much. Damn, mate. It was like Ahsoka was throwing it too. Yeah, these little creatures, they kind of just remind you of like uh Wicked and all them, you know what I'm saying? This will be interesting to see what happens here. Sabine finally putting the helmet on. It's only been the whole series. So added the command for you're seeing a link for that field. Okay, cool. Did you put it in the one that every time we upload a video it'll be automatically in there? You put it in that one? Okay, cool. Perfect. Okay. Oh, that was kind of fire. So what are they doing? Oh, so it is true. So they are making them into zombies. I saw a story about them possibly making the stormtroopers for Thrawn into like a zombie force so they can fight over and over. But I didn't think they was really gonna do it. But I guess so. This is. It's interesting. So are they gonna just make them keep getting up? Yeah, they're making them keep getting up. Interesting. Also meant to tell you yesterday, ECG made us a mod on the channel. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So I'm assuming she's gonna end up fighting Ahsoka, which is not gonna end good for her. But Thrawn's gonna escape in the long run. For Dathomir. You realize he's sending you off to your death, right? Because you cannot defeat any one of them. I mean, I can't really see her putting like giving Ahsoka a real issue. I know she's now charmed or whatever, but we'll see. Will Sabine finally be able to do it? Oh yeah, they're suits. Straight up zombies. Ooh, I like that. Cut his head straight off. What up, Derpy? I'm like halfway through right now. So I haven't finished it yet. See, I wouldn't have thought she would have gave her that much trouble with the sword. But I know she's enchanted now, so it's a different thing. That's pretty cool. Her the way she used her sabers. That's a hell of a jump. There's a. But I said I felt that in this series or season, Thrawn has to win to make it worth it. Anything. Okay. Oh, she cut the hilt. That's why. Yeah. So, what were your overall ratings for it, Zerpy? 1 being not so good, 10 being it was pretty damn hot, pretty damn fire. Give me the movie now. Oh, hey Derpy, do you watch the Star Wars Theory, the channel Star Wars Theory? I was saying if you, it was that good. Okay. Used to. Oh, okay. I still think he's probably the best. He's probably the best Star Wars channel, and he's not super jaded like a lot of the channels that talk about Star Wars, where it's like they just think it's woke. He gives a good point of views. I didn't respect him after Andor. Why? What did he say about Andor? I knew she was gonna kill her. I was just waiting for it when it would happen. Like I said, I knew she wasn't making out this series. But that's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, take this series for example. There's some episodes that you really didn't like, and there's some I don't like. It's just everybody has their opinion, so you just respect people's opinion. You might not agree with it, but it's a part of the world. It's part of the mythos. I liked Andor a lot. I think for what it was, I thought it was a great series. And until I think you have Mandalorian season 1 and Andor, and then I even put Ahsoka season 1 as probably the 3 best series based shows for Star Wars. That's what I think. Mandalorian, Andor and Ahsoka might be. I probably might have liked Andor's storyline maybe a little bit better. This one is just because it's been so anticipated is why I really like it. But I like it a lot, though. You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't have to. Everybody don't have to like what you like. So that's why we all have our own voices, our own opinions. It's okay. Oh, he did fix the ship. I was wondering if he did. Like with this, I'm okay with it being the zombies. I'm not a big fan of that, but I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. But I've been waiting for Thrawn to show up in Star Wars since I've heard the books, and that was 2016, 17. When did the first book come out? Did the first book come out with 2000? Hold on. Like now I gotta go to my Audible account. Audible. And see, some people, for whatever it's worth, they just the mindsets of how they 2017 was that the first book? He said how similar she might become to Vader. She will not be nothing like him. But now Ezra's on that ship. And again, Thrawn and Ezra are stuck together. This is Ahsoka? Yeah. Well, now we didn't see Baylan Skoll, and we didn't see Shin either. So where are they at? And then you gotta remember too, like, Star Wars has been around since the 70s, man. Star Wars came out right before I was born. And people have such strong opinions about Star Wars. Star Wars starts fights, starts arguments, starts literal online wars. You know what I'm saying? People have such strong opinions. You can't necessarily just necessarily be like, oh, well, your opinion is wrong. People feel strongly about it, so you can't. Their opinion is not wrong. Well, there's Shannon, there's Baylan's. Wait, is that the statue of? keep hearing people saying it's. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Oh. I'm curious about the Ray Stevenson thing. Like, it sucks that he passed before this series finished, and because his character was going in such a different trajectory than everything else, and the way he talked about the Jedi Order was very different than what we're used to being told, or the way he expressed himself about it. Okay, so they are going to Dathomir. Dathomir. I thought so. Because Dathomir is a red planet. So are those just bodies? What is that? So where is Ezra? Chopper said, "Whoa." Okay, so he did steal a ship and take off. I'm about to watch this series again. Because I didn't, like I said, I didn't think the series was going to end like a definitive note, because Thrawn, the Thrawn buildup has been going on, like I said, since 2017. So because it's been going on 2017, they're not gonna finish him off and kill him off in a 8-series arc. That would be the dumbest thing they can ever do. So the fact that he got away, which I predicted he was going to escape. But I'm just curious as to what this means for the overall mythos of everything. What does it mean? Because Thrawn is to to take over the world, the whole universe. And now Ahsoka and them are stuck. Now Ahsoka and them are stuck on the the way they do play it off though, or they write it and direct it at the end, you still get the sentimental mysticism of this, like real Star Wars moments and the Force ghosts of Anakin. Okay, I'm kind of glad they did that. It definitely was. I wasn't what I was sure, like how I felt it was gonna go. I just felt that to make this series make sense in the total universe of it all, Thrawn had to win. And in this situation, him escaping technically is the win. And if you look at the poll that we put up, beforehand, I said Thrawn wins, leaves Rebels stuck. That's the first one. I just had a feeling that's what it was going to be. And that's basically what we got. Thrawn won. Technically leaves the Rebels who are stuck. Now they're not necessarily stuck because they have a ship. So they can get back. It's just knowing the coordinates to get to the right place, which they should because they know their home coordinates. But they probably got to work on the ship, make sure it's in good working order to do that. And then second option was Thrawn loses, escapes though for season 2, and then Ahsoka gets help from old friends. I was like, somebody could show up. I have no freaking idea. Or it could have been a Force Ghost type situation, or anything like a voice that could be still a symbol of that. And then don't care, this wasn't it. So I mean, we got 20% votes for that. 60% though for Thrawn wins, leaves Rebel stuck. I'm telling you, that just made sense. To me, that made sense for the whole thing. That just made more sense. So, what's up, Zach? What is that? It's a face fuchsia tongue. That's the way they name stuff is special. But if I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably say, because it wasn't perfect, so it's not a 10. So it's not a 10. Yeah, it looks like a lizard howling. It does. It wasn't a 10. I did enjoy it. There's parts of it I really enjoyed because of the fan service, the supreme fan service. I would like to have seen more from Thrawn, but I don't know what I would like to have seen from him because he did what Thrawn does. He schemed. He did, that's what Thrawn does. So I'd have to say I'm probably at an 8, maybe 8.5 for my score. I think that's a fair assessment. The zombie soldier situation, not necessarily a big fan of it, but I don't hate it. So I'll say that. And then also, what I didn't like about the beginning of this episode, we come into Ezra building a sword when the last episode he didn't want to accept his sword back. The one thing that I agree with, Star Wars theory: why do Jedi who lose their sabers, and when they come back into, where they're close to them, why don't they take them back? I don't understand what is the semblance. What is the symbolism of that? Why did they do that? Why did that happen? It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So, but I mean, I still liked it. I liked it a lot, to be honest. And because I am a fan of Ahsoka, it sucks that Ray Stevenson, his character, they'll more than likely have to recast, but I don't know how. You'd have to find the right actor to do that, because what he was doing and how he was portraying that it was a different kind of special. Like he felt like old school Jedi. He felt supremely like old school Jedi. So, and then him not being a fan of the Jedi Order anymore, and not necessarily like a Sith Lord supporter. He's just a broken Jedi who felt that the Jedi Order in itself is broken and needs to be fixed. And fixing it is starting over. And he had what everybody assumed was a kill list on his wristband. So we will see. We will see what's going to happen. We will see where it's going. I have no idea, but I am curious and I'm here for it. What is this? But let me stop the. But I mean, like I said, it's still one of my favorites. I like it better than Boba Fett. I like it better than Mando season 3. Mando season 1 is the height of Mando so far. Season 2 was good, but all the BS that happened during the panoramic and this new culture of anti-wokeism kind of killed that part of the show. Yes, it was. It was. How are you doing, lady? But I think I say, like I was saying before you hopped in, my score, because there's things that I liked about it, but there's things also I didn't like about it. I enjoyed that series a lot. I liked it better than Boba Fett. I liked it better than Mando season 3, and probably mostly Mando season 2. Exhausted, but I had to see this. Did you guys stream? Because I clicked on it and streamed in. I think there was one, but I didn't. When I was trying to look for it, I think it was already over. Because sometimes when I stream here, you guys are on always the same time. So I was trying to pull it up, and just have it playing to kind of give the view. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I can hear it, but like I said, if you look at the poll, my thoughts were coming into this episode. He said, "Yeah, we overlap now, big time." 8 to 10. Okay. I mean, it should be better now because this is the last episode. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do Loki, because normally I would do a live stream for Loki, but Loki is an hour before Thursday Night Football, so I can probably do it, but I don't know if I'm able to. Like, I'm gonna have to switch my OBS stuff over as soon as it's over to get into. But I might be able to pull it off. We'll just have to see, because I'd have like, if each episode was like 45 minutes, I'd have like 10 minutes to try to switch over my OBS, restart the computer just to make sure everything clears out, and keep pushing. But well, like I said, in the poll, you can see the first option. I thought, okay, what would make this series, the finale, work for me? And I said, well, because you can't bring Thrawn in after, what has it been, 6-7 years of waiting for Thrawn, and you can't kill him off, so that can't happen. So I think Thrawn has to win in some fashion, and him leaving the rebels stuck will be probably the best story, the best arc to give us something to look forward to. Season 2, then I was like, oh, Thrawn loses but escapes for season 2, so technically he still kind of wins because he's not captured. Then I was like, okay, third option, I guess Ahsoka can get help from someone. I don't know who. That would be an old friend. Then the other one's like, just don't care, this wasn't it. And I know some people are gonna say this wasn't it, which is totally fine. Yes, that's your right. You're totally right. But I felt like Thrawn in this series of him getting away made sense, because Thrawn is supposed to bring on something even worse, which, leads to other things. You know what I mean? Yeah, he has to return. That's why I felt him leaving, and possibly leaving the rebels stuck again, this made more sense and made it more entertaining to lead up into season 2. That's basically what I looked at. Whatever. Oh, I did. Oh, I changed the title. I didn't change that part. No problem. I'll fix it. No problem, Zach. I'll fix it. But I'm actually okay with. Like I said, the overall feeling for the series. I say I give it like a 8 points. Between I probably like 8.5. I give it 8.5 because 10 would be perfect. Wasn't perfect. 9 is close to perfection, but I say an 8.5. It's still better than all of Boba Fett. Still better than most of Mandalorian season 3. Most of Mandalorian season 3 is probably better than parts of season 2. Season 1, I'd probably say no. As a fan of Ahsoka, the fanboy in me is like yes, but as just overall storytelling, Mandalorian 1 might be a little bit better. But I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it because this does give you a lot more straight up Star Wars. Just the feeling, you know what I'm saying? So I liked it. I liked it a lot. Even though it's like you basically can call it Rebels 2.0. But it's okay because I love Star Wars Rebels. I watched so many episodes over and over. But still was good. And say, oh, Mando 1 is the best. Oh yeah. I think Mando 1 is probably season 1 was just really, really good. It was really good. I mean, the best part of Boba is him showing how he escaped from the pit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's been a question for so many years, and then to finally see it, and then we know there was a meme that was created years ago explaining how he gets out, and they used that meme to tell that story. So it's like everything it come full circle. It's like, okay, they literally used a meme to tell the story, and we just didn't know it. So I thought that was cool, and in parts it was entertaining. It was definitely entertaining, but it wasn't that great. So but even the pit escape was lackluster. Yeah, but it's an escape. It's only so much you could do. You know what I'm saying? It's only so much you can do with that. So I do understand what you're saying, though. I do understand what you're saying. Had a fresh feel. Yeah, it definitely had a fresh feel, and you can tell that in the direction the what's the word I'm looking for? You can tell with the direction of Ahsoka, the overall feel was in the true vein of Lucas Star Wars. It felt like that. You felt like you were watching something that was Star Wars, not just a story that's connected to Star Wars. Like Andor, not Andor, but Rogue One. It's fire to me. It's a dope movie, and it's in the vein of Star Wars, but it's still like it's on the outside of the vein. Freaking says stepdaddy Filoni got it right. Papaloni Def, he did get it right, but it's Filoni. It's somebody we know who studied at the feet of George Lucas, who believes in everything that George Lucas has done, and if he was given the full reins to take over, I think we would be in a pretty good space. The only thing that bothers me about these episodes, just like ones with Marvel, because they have so little amount of time, really. When you look at it, they have such little small amount of time that when they tell the stories, I know you got to build up characters, you got to build up storyline, you got to build up backstory, but it's like, damn, just get to the plot because so much is wasted. So much is wasted, but it was still enjoyable, still really enjoyable and entertaining. So I was actually okay with it. I was okay with it. Yeah, still good. I do wish that, like, I was watching Star Wars Theory, and he was saying that he enjoyed it too. He wished they would use the original choreographer from the old movies, or some of the older stuff. And I was like, yeah, because the fight scenes would have probably been better if they used some of the old choreography people. Says So I just feel like him taking over everything will cause the smaller ideas he has to suffer. You're probably right. I mean, yeah. Yeah, you're probably right about that. So, I still gotta watch the, what is it? Let's see, go back to my Disney Plus. Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to see something. Okay, so I still haven't watched the Young Jedi stuff, but I heard that's actually supposed to be part of the story somewhere, or it's gonna be entertaining. So we'll watch that, of course. It was something that came out. Oh, I gotta watch Visions. I haven't watched season 1 or season 2, and I've seen some people talking about Star Wars Vision 1. It actually looked really damn good. Like, it looks fun. Looks fun. That's the best part about it. It looks fun. There was something that was here. Oh, Tales of the Jedi. Tales of the Jedi. I haven't watched that either. So maybe I can work on that. Are those long episodes? Let me see. Are they shorts? Okay, 20 minutes? Oh, I can do that. That's easy. So they aren't bad summer misses for me. I got you. Let's see. Oh. Tell the Jedi is definitely good. Oh, so you were saying the misses were from the Visions? Is that what you're talking about, Visions? Or were you talking about the Young Jedi Adventures? How long are those? Okay. Oh, so those are like 30 minutes a piece. That's crazy. Those are longer than the other ones. Visions equals misses. I think because there's this, there are different directors from all over, and that's putting their different twist on it. I do want to see the anime style ones. Those looked interesting from when I did the trailer reactions. Those looked really interesting, actually. But it's like I was telling the gentleman Derpy who was up above. He was just saying that how, somebody who had a very hard opinion about Andor, he lost respect for him because I'm like, well, that's the thing. Everybody has their own opinion. You can't be upset because they felt one was terrible or one wasn't good. That's their opinion. If you liked it, that's all that matters. Zach says, hey, whenever you are done, let me know if you can hop in the video for a second. I want to square up on the Carlos question, if that's cool. Yeah. Are you going to be up for a while? Yeah, I can do that. And then I gotta finish the Bad Batch. Yeah, I'll be on for at least another hour or so. Okay, cool. I shouldn't be on that. I shouldn't be on more than an hour. I shouldn't be on more than an hour, period. But try to. Here, I'm putting a video, not video, but the thumbnail in the drive, Zach. Or if you already upload, I can just upload it. Oh, I saw a video with Sam Whitworth. That dude's breakdown of one of the stories. I was like, I never thought about it like that. Sam, that dude knows his Star Wars. I think him writing a movie would be fire. He has such a good eye for that stuff, man. Oh wait, did I put it here? I did. Okay, Zach, I put it's uploaded so either way it works. Oh, I put it drive. Okay. Whitwer definitely thinks way deeper than a lot of Star Wars fans. Man, yeah. He used to, they did, with Collider used to do this show where they do movie trivia, the movie trivia show, Schmodown. And they did a Star Wars series, Star Wars one, and they brought him on to be one of the challengers. There's stuff about Star Wars I had no idea. Like, because I told you, I watched it, but I wasn't like, oh, I know this and this and this, and I know every character. There's stuff they were asking him. I'm like, there's no way he should know this answer. And he just knew everything. I mean, the guys that he was going against were very good too, but that dude, he's not just a great Maul voice, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he would write an amazing Star Wars story. Matter of fact, that's who I want to write the next actual movie is Sam Whitworth. It'd be fire. Yeah, I think he would do an amazing job. How was the stream today, Kara? It was fun, a fun one. I said that because I've been dead on my feet. Oh, yeah. I think when I clicked over, it was just the guys. I believe it was just the guys, if I remember correctly. Before I had to restart my computer and start the stream up. What's your next show going to be on Sunday? took a nap and now I'm up. Gonna take a couple of melatonin. My girl lady was in there too. Was she? She was in the bottom right corner. Yeah, I did see her. There was another person there too, right? The guest, whoever the guest was. Do you watch the do you watch like the Loki stuff too, Kira? Like Loki series, season 1? Yeah, Dre Popcorn. I'm gonna be reviewing Ahsoka. Okay. That should be a good one. That should be a really good one. Did that go down? They did go down. Why did it go down? How is this not updated yet? Should have updated by now. What is Dre Popcorn? What does he do? If you don't mind me asking, when I was like this. Hey, answer this question, woman. I watched last season, but I don't know if I'm going to watch this season, regardless of Mr. Major's appearance. Dre is a rapper. Oh, okay. I'll definitely be watching it. I liked the first season. First season was pretty cool. I'm kind of glad they kept him around. I think he's such a good actor and such a good Loki. Okay. Do you know how many people have subscribed over to Blur Station yet? Or did you say my guess is going to be Joni Fields on Sunday? Do you want to hop on? What time are you guys doing it? Are you doing it 6 your time? Is that what it is? 6? Or is it 7 your time? $7 p.m. your time? I mean, I definitely probably could, yeah. Not sure about the numbers. I've been avoiding asking because I want to keep pushing. What do you mean? Well, what numbers? You mean like your views and stuff? Is that what you're referring to? Oh, for Blur Station. Oh, yeah. I was just curious. What the hell is going on here? You said It's a rapper. I'm gonna have to listen. So I'm curious too, but I'm keeping myself from asking. I was just curious because I know they have a initial goal they want to get to. I mean, I don't think they got it yet that soon, but I know it can happen if the right momentum gets behind it. You know what I'm saying? Definitely get behind it. Could be dope. Definitely could be dope. The potential for it is really good. I think what'll push it faster is just when people are able to actually see content on it. Once they can see what they're producing and they can promote that, like the horror movie, the zombie movie that the young girl, the 6-year-old girl, is doing the makeup for, or whatever her age is. I think the video I seen she was 6, but whatever, if that, I think that's gonna probably be one of the first things produced for it. That could be pretty fire. That can be a great momentum builder, especially if it looks as good as how she did her father's makeup. That was really damn good. I was surprised. And then you said I'm working on getting those. Oh, some of the content, or are you talking about his music? The Joni guy. They got some images. Yeah, I'll have to see. Let me pull it up. Am I signed in on this one? Okay, log in. Okay, it's on other tab. Actually, BRB, let me go check out something for shizzle. Why did it go there? Say race finale. I'd give it like an 8.5. Wasn't the greatest, but still was still pretty cool. It ended the way kind of what I assumed it was going to end, with Thrawn either winning the fight, whatever the fight that was there took place, and escaping and leaving them behind, or just winning an overall fight and causing a lot of damage. So it kind of ended the way I assumed, because I knew they weren't going to kill him off. The build-up for him has been like 6 years in the making, so they weren't going to do that. That'd have been stupid. So, but I think 8.5 is a good score. What did you rate it? Theron, which is good name, good play on names. Oh, that is loud. But I do potentially like what they were doing and how they were building up and kind of branching out and building a new world, new universe, kind of for Star Wars. It sucks that Ray Stevenson passed away before the series can really be known, you know, because I think what his character was doing and bringing to the big screen was important for the development of the future of the Jedi's and for the future of the Sith. So, because he wasn't necessarily a Sith, but he was just a broken Jedi. So I've been curious to see what they would have done with his character, which I think they're still gonna more than likely replace him as Balin. It just sucks because I think his acting was so good in its role, and it makes you think when it came down to the ending, the last episode, did they rush some of that stuff because it wasn't finished because of him passing away, or did they had another idea for what they wanted to take the direction of his character, so they kind of rushed the situation between him and Shin. But still, I enjoyed it. It was fun. Definitely better than season 3 of Mandalorian. Well, I am looking forward to season 2 though. I actually do want to see that. I wasn't a fan of the zombie stormtroopers, but I didn't hate it. It was just, I guess, because of what we're used to in that universe. It was just different. It was so weird and different, but I didn't hate it. Just was like, that's different. Oh, that's what they. Oh, okay. Oh, you should have said you hadn't seen it. I just started talking. I hope I didn't ruin it. I do apologize if I did ruin it. I am sorry. But it's a good ending. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You should have said that when you came in, because I already did the watch. Or we already did the watch, so I thought you were coming in because you already watched it. Because I have several people coming already talking about it because they had already watched it. You got to say something ahead of time. Say, I haven't seen it yet, but how do you rate it? Next time, do that. Do that. And I got you. I have no problem with not doing spoilers. I have no problem. But still, go watch it. Go watch it, and then in the comments of this video, after you finish watching, because I'll probably be off, but in the comments of this live stream, tell me what your thoughts were. Tell me what your thoughts were. Give it a score between 1 and 10. 1 being, I'm not feeling it. 10 being like, that was the best thing I've seen all day, all month. Cool. Hmm. Say Ray Stevenson was, yeah, he definitely was a big loss. I'm curious as to they're probably already eyeing somebody to bring that character back to the screen because what he was doing was very interesting and different. And from what I'm hearing, some are assuming he was going to look for not midichlorians, like none of that stuff, but the father or whatever. Like he's that's what that statue was, I guess, pertaining to. That's funny. It looks like we'll have a scissor reel for Blair Station in November for J1Con. Oh, cool. That's really cool. I think I've seen oh boy talking about J1Con before. Okay. Really? That's interesting. Looks like we'll have. Oh, I saw that. Yes, and the one destroyed statue was supposed to be the daughter. Yeah, that's what. When I saw the middle and then I seen the other one, I assumed that's what that was. Because at first I wasn't even thinking about it, but then when it went to the next scene, I was like, wait. So, yes. Why is it doing that? Yeah, I kept seeing like people doing their art online. It was showing um, Ahsoka as the daughter, Anakin as the father, and Ezra as the son or whatever. But anything is freaking possible is when it comes to representation of what those characters and those stories possibly mean. So massive connection to the origin of the Force. Yeah, that's why I think when Bailey was talking about how the Jedi pretty much lost their way early, and them participating in the political stuff wasn't what they were supposed to be doing, which is true. It's not what they were supposed to be doing. They went from being peacekeepers to being soldiers for politics. So now I think Ahsoka will end up being yeah, that's what I was saying. Anakin was the father, Ahsoka was a daughter, and Ezra was the son. That's what I've seen people say. So, okay, let me get up here. But it'll be interesting to see how they take the story, if they're going to even do a season 2, or if they do a movie from it. I think the potential is there for a movie. I don't know if they'll do that though, because their last couple movies they haven't had the best of luck. But also that's because the storylines weren't the best, and it was a lot of subterfuge with certain characters that they were professing to be certain things, and they didn't turn out to be those things. I think originally they were going to make it the Anakin, Luke, and Leia. Probably, yeah, they probably were. I mean, initially when you think about the character, that's technically what it was. Okay, that laugh actually hurt my chest. That is the worst. They have said they are a past, present, future movie. Oh, really? Filoni is directing the present movie. Really? Three separate directors? No, I won't turn off my ad blocker. I don't care about your ads. Oh, was that? Oh, okay. Is that what he was talking about there? So he's going to tie in all these shows. Interesting. I mean, it'd be definitely interesting to see. Okay, I guess that story was just it. A little small story. I forget the woman director's name, but she's handling the origin of the Jedi. It's not the one that's doing the other TV series. What is her name? The one I was talking down about George Lucas. For I don't know how. I don't even know how she's still connected after talking trash. But you said a movie, so it's not that. That's a TV series. Excuse me. I thought I turned that off. Turn off all notifications. Yes. I'm trying to see if there's a. Oh, I just see a list of the TV shows. Oh, wait, never mind. Oh, so there's 3 movies coming out. 2026, there's 2. And then 2027. But then there's 3 TV series coming out as well. Is Skeleton Crew still coming out this year? Or that's not. Well, no, that has to be next year, right? It has to be next year because. Unless it's in December. Oh, okay. Entitled James Mangold, Dave Filoni, and Shireen Obaid Chinoy. Those are the 3. Those are the 3 people. Say those are the entitled directors. And there's a Ryan Johnson one too. I thought they canceled that one. Ryan Johnson, that dude. And then the Taika Waititi one, I don't know, man. He's missed lately. I'll say that. I do like him, but he is missed lately. I don't want a funny comedy Star Wars story. Don't do that. I know it's because of Disney that he's even got that job, because he shouldn't be directing anything right now unless he does a comedy. Man. Okay, so we have Skeleton Crew, The Acolyte, Andor season 2, The Bad Batch season 3, Mandalore season 4, a droid story, Lando. So they are doing Lando. I don't know if they really need to do Lando, to be honest with you. So a droid story. That's the animation. That's cartoon. If they were smart, they would have made a droid story into a game that was part of the story. That's what they should have did. Made a video game. Okay, Lando. Okay. Yeah, they're turning Lando to a movie. Yeah, I see that now. Just reading it. I mean, I do like Donald Glover, you know. And I do think he has a really good pen. I mean, and I know he's a geek or a nerd just like us, so I know he knows of the universe. I'm just not sure how deep he's into the universe. But it said him and his brother been working on the story in secret for the last couple months, so we will see. So I guess they closed the deal before the strike happened. Didn't I know that? The droid story I think should have been a game. Should have been a video game. A video game that ties into the overall story, because you can do so much more with a video game. Especially with something like that, a droid story. I don't think it should be a movie. I mean, I think it's an animation though, so I think in that it'll still work. But big screen animation, no, probably just straight to Disney Plus. To be honest, yeah, it says it will premiere on Disney Plus. Yeah, I guess so. Donald got weird with him. Last few episodes of Atlanta, but he's good in the book. I've never seen the second season. I think they went in the third season or fourth season right now. I saw the first season, really liked that, but then I lost access to it. Well, direct access to it. I can always watch it, but you know, because of getting back into doing this, I just didn't really have the time all to sit there and watch it all the time. And then sometimes, like when I take my moments where I have to take a step back from streaming or content creation for a little bit, or just focus on one channel for a little bit, I binge watch something that has nothing to do with content I'm even doing. Like when I took like a week and a half off, and it was after we did our first live together, I think, and we were talking about One Piece, and it was before that. It was before that when I took the break off, and I actually binged the whole crap load of One Piece. I binged a lot, a lot. Like because now I'm in a section where I'm waiting for like some of the dubs to get done, and I can watch it, but I can only watch it in here. And I can find a way to watch it on my phone to put it on my TV in the other room, but if I just want to watch it straight up, I'll just watch it here. So I'm close to 600 episodes in. Close. He said, I mean, Atlanta is almost as significant as the Boondocks. I mean, probably. You could be right. Like, I've never had like conversations about Atlanta with anybody, so when Atlanta came out, it's kind of where everybody was more in a recluse mentality. So, yeah, I couldn't even tell you. But I did, like I said, first season, I thought first season was done really well. I liked the writing. I liked the people they chose to play the roles. The acting was good. Right people to play the roles. I did like that a lot. The storylines fit. Some of it felt kind of stereotypical, and I guess probably because I come from a music background, so it's a little stereotypical to me. But yeah. So that's a lot of binging. Just got past the parts with the crocodile. Oh yeah, you're still way in the beginning. Remember, I was when we took like that week and a half, almost 2 weeks off, and we both just wasn't doing anything. Yeah, I just literally laid and watched, and I put some episodes in, and then only reason I stopped for a second is because Hulu nor um, Netflix. My brother has Netflix. I was using his Netflix for a minute, but neither of them have dubbed past a certain point, or they don't have it past a certain point. They don't like because there's 1,000, like 1,030, 1,040 episodes or something like that. So there. There's like 1,000 something episodes. 1,078. Yeah, 1,078. And like I said, I'm like 580 something, 582. I had to go back because I started watching and I was like, wait, what happened? So I had to go back like 2 or 3 episodes because I hadn't watched it in so many days. So now I haven't watched it in probably about 4 days. I'm about to go back like 2 or 3 episodes. But luckily the episodes, they're not even long. They're probably like 16 minutes. If you just skip the intro, skip the ending, they're like 60 minutes. I was watching Naruto at that point and then switched like 3 weeks ago to One Piece. I started Naruto. I got like the first, I forgot how long Naruto is. Let me see. How long is Naruto? Naruto's 200 episodes, 220. I think I got. I'm not nowhere near the hundreds there. I'm probably. Wait, no, shoot, I don't even know where I'm at on this one. Season 1, Season 2, Season 3. So there's 3 seasons in a special presentation. I think I'm in Season 2 of Naruto. And then I kind of got a little bit bored of the series. So I have this with something else. Don't let, anime people hear that. Because they're like, you got bored of the one of the three best? Yeah, I got bored. Sometimes he pisses me off because he's stupid. And then Bleach, I've started Bleach so many times, and I'm just like, I'm gonna have to go back and just sit down and focus because Bleach is kind of, the way it starts is kind of mid. Just to be honest, it just kind of starts kind of mid, even though people think it's like one of the best animes ever created. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. So yeah, Naruto, when he was a kid, is pretty good. More nostalgic for me because I watched a little bit as a kid, but Shippuden is fire. Yeah, that's the thing. I need to go back and watch it so I can just get to Shippuden because Shippuden is what everybody talks about. That's what is the that's what considered as one of the top 3. But there's so many series that I watch. So I use a website called Anawave. You can create your, it has everything. You say, yeah, that's worse than One Piece for me. See, I generally actually like One Piece. One Piece is actually a good series. Not continue. But Anawave is actually a really good platform. But I watched Naruto, you know what I'm saying? I've watched some One Punch, watch One Piece. I'm actually about to start. I want to watch some Jujutsu Kaisen because I keep hearing people talk about it. But Bochu Rock was actually pretty fire. It's about this. What up, Cheesehead? What's cracking, player? Yeah, I watched Demon Slayer, Bofuri, Demon King, Kuma Kuma Bear. Let me see. Excel World. I watched some of that. Fire Force. I watched some of that. Death Note. I gotta start over because it was just so slow. I got it. And then Tokyo Revengers, very interesting story. So yeah, you gotta get it over with because it has some important character development parts. But it gets annoying. Yeah, it gets annoying. And then like one character, that one Hokage, the pervy one, it's just weird. That's just a weird character. He's as bad as Hizuka from Hunter x Hunter. Like I watched pretty much all of Hunter x Hunter. I watched Hunter x Hunter more than once. Like that's probably my favorite. She said y'all gonna lose to the Raiders one day. probably, but probably not. Probably not. Let's be honest. Then I watched The Time I Got Reincarnated by Slime. It's so many different styles of stories in anime. It's crazy. Oh, I gotta watch Magical Senpai. That was a kind of weird but funny at the same time. So if we could go get no line, that would be great. Said the Pervy Sage. Pervy Sage is weird. But I would say it just reminds me of Hisoka. So I feel like all the major 3 or 4 big ones all got really pervy characters when you get to certain points. And not like a lot. It's like it would be like one. It's like, why are you saying what you're saying? Like you're not even relevant to the story. Why are you here? Go that way. Said I need a defense in fantasy, so I'll see if I get the one I want. Yeah, I need one too for the other league, and I put one in for I put one in for waiver, but I doubt I get it because I'm so down on the waiver wire, which is just trash. What do you say? You just pipped me? I thought about getting a defense, but didn't want to waste my waiver. So you don't have a defense? Are you like you don't have one at all, or you're good this week, just not next week? Said VV dead on One Piece creeped me out. Trying to creep on his daughter in the bath. Yeah, that was kind of weird though. Some of those are some of the characters are weirdos. I will give you that. But then when you look at some of the stuff in the culture as a whole, you can kind of see why that's drawn there. It's like, yeah, it's part of the culture. Not acceptable, but it's part of the culture big time. What do you mean? Waste your waiver? You can make more than one. Yeah, but then you lose your waiver position. I mean, yeah, but once you've already lost it, so because where am I? Hold on. I think I'm at 8 or something like that. Where is... Oh, here we go. Yes, in the second one, I am position number 7, which I think that's what I was before. Wait, what's this? Oh, yeah. So, well, I'm 12 anyway. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Anyways, let's see. Nate, what's good? How did Lizard Lady with the swords go this week? You said Lizard Lady with the swords? You're funny. Oh, you said Lizard Lady. So the show was pretty good. That is, she wins. You don't win the Star Wars. That's not how it works. The defense I wanted is one I've been waiting since last week, but I'm surprised if I get it. Oh, really? I'm about to message you in a couple minutes, Nate, about stuff on the group. Oh, yeah. This always turns into a waiver wire chat. We've been talking about it for a little bit. My backup is texting Steve. Who are they playing? I mean, because it might work out for you depending on who they're playing. I know we did the video, but I don't remember right now. I got you. Atlanta. Oh yeah, that could work out in your favor, big time. Atlanta has been having their issues. You titled Jordan Love definition of mid. That's hysterical. That's hella funny. That's too funny. Okay. Let's close out the pizzle. So we had 60% for Thrawn wins, which I think that just made more sense with the story. Say Thrawn wins, leaves rebels stuck 60%. Don't care. End up getting 20% after all. Because I know people just came in and did that, so that was at 4% a few minutes ago. Thrawn loses, escapes from season 2, 10%, and so gets help from old friends 10%. Cheesehead says, I really want Detroit, so don't go steal him from me before they play Carolina. Yeah, could work out. I mean, I can always get it and trade you something. That feels like a Nate move. How am I still first? Oh, I lost. Oh, get my points. Points for. You already beat me when you shouldn't have. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, guy? Why should I have not beat you? Why should I not beat you? You know, receivers have great games, and that's what he did. He had a great game. In a game they lost. He had a good game. And it wasn't like a crazy, unordinary game. It was just like 100-something yards in a TD. That's Devontae Adams. It'd be different if it was like, oh, that was just Michael Thomas, who I don't think he scored a touchdown this season. Then I'd be like, okay, that probably shouldn't have happened. That was just luck, you know. But you know, you're always supposed to lose. You must not have gotten the script. Me and not people be playing. That's too funny. That is too damn funny. That's hella funny. Puka. And then also too, you can't even say I shouldn't have won, because in the essence that you were a bad manager. You had three players on your bench that scored crazy numbers. You just didn't have faith in your players. That's your fault. So it's not on me. That's on you. I mean, that regardless of what like Zach just said, but that was on you. You had two or three players that had, I think one had 20-some points, one had 30, 35. I think another one had like 17 or something like that. I'm like, you could have won that. Cause I think that was the one where I got most efficient manager for that week. Because I eked out every point that was possible. Every point that was possible. So yeah, then I did start there and didn't do well. Sometimes that happens though, man. I mean, unfortunately, that happens. Like my last game, started Devontae. Devontae started out good, got injured. I lost 2 quarters of him. And he came back and kind of balled for like a quarter and a half. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, if I would have had him the whole game, I probably actually would have beat Skylar. But I had him the entire game. But didn't work out, so I lose because of, well, lost because Ford didn't have a good game. Started out solid, but then they shut that down early. Then Devontae had his issues. Hawkinson didn't get the ball because they was fumble Brewski City. So if the players I normally had perform like they normally do, I would have beat her by like 20 points. So yeah, I'm trying to drop Kelly already. Joshua Kelly. Yeah. I mean, is he? Hold on. Let me see something. Let me look at your. He might do well though this upcoming weekend, just because of the injury to Herbert. I don't know what the extent of that injury is, but he may. Let me see. He may actually do well because they might be more reliant on the run game, like way more than normal. But I don't know. Let me see what they say, or if they say anything, because it's only Tuesday. So it says Herbert suffered a fractured middle finger on his throwing hand, but isn't expected to miss any time. I still expect him to probably rely on the run game. I'd rather start Watson, Bijan, and Pierce over him. I understand. Um, did you play Godwin last week? I know you're talking about getting rid of him. I'm gonna put Dobbs in over Dale in that wide receiver 2 with Godwin out. Oh, his bye week this week, so never mind. That wouldn't play. The room said just finished watching the episode. Okay, so what was your overall thoughts, sir or madam? Unfortunately, not. I benched him last minute. Oh, you did bench him because he had a pretty decent game. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what did you give him, or what did you give this show? What up, Omar? How you doing? Omar Lopez Flores. Good, and you? I'm doing okay. Doing okay. Just finished watching the episode. Okay. What was your thoughts or your score on a 1 to 10? Nice to see you win. Yeah, see. I think because of who the character is, it made sense for him to win. It doesn't make sense for him to lose or be killed. It wouldn't make sense at all. So it was good to see them finish it that way because that's how it should have been. We've been waiting on Thrawn for what 7 years. So yeah, I gave it 7 out of 10. Okay, that's respectable. I can dig that. I said I gave it an 8.5. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't perfect, but it was still very entertaining. There's some things about it. Some things about it is what I didn't like about it is, or not even that I didn't like about it. I just wasn't sure because it was new for the Star Wars universe. Is the whole zombie thing that was just different, but I didn't hate it. So I was like, okay, that takes it from a 10 to a 9. And then I was like, oh, I do like Sabine finally showing her having some gifts, especially based off of what we found out about her. Not her, but all characters having everybody having some form of the Force. Just some people just know how to use the muscle a lot better than others. So I did like that. So that kind of gave me some promise for the future. And then also I wish it was a little bit longer. So I was like, I need more. Said Thrawn looks scared though. I think it's more so he looks scared because he realized who was her master, and probably like how he talked to her at the end, almost trying to he was trying to bait her. Like he was, if you listen to any of the Audible books, when he actually meets Darth Vader, he tries to bait Darth Vader a lot in the story. So he was probably trying to bait her to try to see if she was similar to him, because for a moment before episode 5, when she goes into the world between worlds, she was like him, and then when she realized that she wanted to live, that's when she changed to be not like him. So he was probably testing the water to see, are they the same? Because a lot of times masters are very similar, because they even pointed that out when Huyang was helping Ezra build his saber, because that's how he realized the whole Kanan Jarrus connection between them two. So, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's a great strategist. Yeah. Felt awkward about witchcraft and live action Star Wars. It kinda, but at the same time, it's been there the whole time. They just never really brought it to the forefront. So, because everything about Maul is magic. You know what I'm saying? How he became what he became. A lot of it was magic based. Like when you look at Rebels and they explain Dathomir, they explain the witches, they explain the sisters. It's all magic. It's all evil magic, So, let's be honest. The Force is magic. It's magic. So, it's always been there. It's just never been directly said witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? Now they're just saying it, and we have to be accustomed to it now. Just like with the zombie thing. So also, last episode I didn't expect to see. I didn't either. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that. I thought that was a good attachment. It'd been cool if we seen even like a holograph of, at the time Leia, whoever, that'd have been cool. But I didn't expect that either. I like that. And any idea what Balin up to? I think from what we were talking to Kira, who was here earlier, I know she left because she said she was tired, but we were speaking on those statues are, if you notice the statues he was standing on, that's the father and the son, and the daughter's statue is destroyed. So he's looking for something that's pertaining to them, because obviously he's pointing to something. The father's pointing to something. They mentioned Leia. Yeah, they mentioned Leia twice in there. Yeah. So Balin is looking for something dealing with the origin of the Jedi. Because if you remember, he's not. If you look at the story and how he was discussing things, he wasn't Sith. He was just a Jedi who was brokenhearted, basically. If you really look at it, look at the crust of how he was. He was just a brokenhearted Jedi. That's really what it was. A way to the world between worlds. Could be, but it could be, but I think it has more to do directly with the father trying to fit wherever he was going to. And I don't know if he can just go to it like that. Like, we don't know, because we don't know everything about Star Wars, so that could be what it was. But I know it has something to do with that, because I wasn't even thinking about that because I was watching Star Wars Theory before I started my stream, and they were talking about it. He was talking about it from a different thing, and that kind of reminded me, like, oh, that could be what I was looking for. Gotta go, bro. See you next time. No problem. See you next time. We should be back Thursday for some Loki. I'm trying to figure out if we're going to be able to pull it off, because I have 2 streams back to back. I'd have the Loki stream at 6 o'clock, and then Thursday Night Football over at Real Fan Sports at 7:15. So I think I'm going to be able to pull it off, but I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. So, but thank you for stopping by. I think we're going to end the stream, though. I gotta talk to Zach before it be too late. And I know he gotta go to bed because he got class and stuff in the morning. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys. If you have any other questions or comments or concerns, please say something down below in the comments below of this live stream. I think we will have an Ahsoka season 2, because I think that's gonna tie into it's going to tie into the overall arching storyline of Star Wars. But I think it's going to tie into one of those movies, which is the origin of Jedi. It's going to tie into that somehow. So, because especially if they're using Balin to search the father, son, and the daughter. So I think it's going to tie in everything. I think Kara was saying that Filoni said everything's supposed to tie in eventually. So I think we'll see a season 2. When? I don't know. I have no idea. Because they have 2 or 3 actual series, Acolyte, Andor season 2, and something else that's supposed to pop up next year. And then they have the cartoon series that are getting extended next year too. So, but everything right now, everything is uncertain because of the strikes. Technically, still technically being there, especially with the graphics guys, the VFX guys, possibly going on strike too, to get a deal with Disney. So that could change a lot for Disney as a whole. It can hurt everything. But like I said, if you have any theories, if you have any questions, you can message me in the comments of this video, of this live stream, or you can message me on Instagram at Real Friends, Ready Set Geek _podcast. I hope they recast Bailey. I think they will. They will, because I think the way they were using him, he was going to be an important character in the story of the new Jedi Order, because the new one's going to have to be created by Ahsoka, Luke, Ezra, and Sabine. They're going to have to do something to create this story and send it forward. So, because they gave us a new universe, new part of the universe, so they got to do that. So they have to develop that. It's going to take some time. They're going to go back to like Old Republic, then bounce back forward to the new story. So, new Star Wars or new Jedi. But yeah, so leave any questions, comments, concerns down below if you have any questions, comments, or concerns in the chat below for this live stream. Jeremy gotta go by. I gotta go too. But if you have any questions, comments that you don't want to comment here, you want to say it in private, you can hit me at Ready Set Geek _podcast on Instagram. My name is Nonpfixion. Appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, noon, wherever you are in the world today. Catch you on the next one, and we should be here for Thursday for Loki. But if not, don't be upset. We'll do a video and an edit just for the show to have out that weekend. Hopefully. I'll catch you next time. Peace out, y'all.